What is happening, y'all? Mr. Cooper here. Welcome back to Resident Evil 1996 RE Enhanced version. Jill playthrough, and we are going to go to the guardhouse, finally. But first, we need that crank. Let's go and grab it. Or I can just suck it pushing. There we go. Give me my crank. And that allows us access to the guardhouse. Ignore the dogs. They didn't do much with the water effects, I don't think anyways. I mean, it looks alright. Let's see how this looks. They didn't do too terribly much with that. The water is running down the opposite side. We won't need that crank again for a while. Up we go. Snacks! Okay, we're in the courtyard. We have some dogs to dodge. I almost always fail to dodge these dogs. And welcome to the guardhouse. First things first, we're gonna make sure this tentacle can't bother us. This isn't a speed run, so I don't need to run by it every time. And then we get to exploring. Guardhouse is really, really quick. Like, even if I full explore this place, we'll probably be here for 15, 20 minutes, maybe. Oh. Well, I suck. No, leave me alone. A little bit more. As you guys can see, I am not used to actually pushing this thing. I usually just run past it. But now it'll stay there for the duration. How much damage did I take? I'm in yellow. And there is a fast in here. This is a save room. Fast NGL rounds. We'll hold the fast for now. We don't need the crank until we come back. So this can go. Hang on. You guys know how I am about this. Very particular about my inventory. Okay, this room. Surprise! Now we can check this. More shotty rounds. And our red book. We're gonna need this later. Nothing unusual. And our key is inside the bathtub. Bathtub is filled with muddy water. Pull the plug. And that's the control room key. Oh. Next, just for fun, there's no reason to go into this room. And there's no reason to really fight the spiders either. Don't get poisoned. Yellow caution, well, or orange caution. Yeah, there's no reason to go in there other than look at it. Now, let's continue on. Ah, this place. There's our next key. this opens the door next door. Herbies. Honestly, just in case if I take damage, I'm going to mix all three of these. Because I burned my fast. Here soon, it's going to matter. Plant 42 can land some hits. And then we're going to have to deal with the hunters when we return to the mansion. Yes. And yes. Guardhouse key has been used. Toss it. Nothing in here but Beretta rounds. Excuse me. I'll take them. Another desk to unlock. More shoddy rounds. Dormitory sketch. And a note. Plant 42 report. 4 days have passed since the accident, and the plant at point 42 is growing amazingly fast. It has been affected by the T-virus differently than other plants have been, and shows unique shape in addition to its size. Looking at the way it behaves, it is now difficult to determine what kind of plant it was originally. There are two ways in which Plant 42 gathers nutrition. The first one is through its root that reaches into the basement. Immediately after the accident, a scientist went mad and broke the water tank in the basement. Now the basement is filled with water. It is easily imaginable that some chemical elements were blended into the water and promotes the incredibly fast growth of Plant 42. Another part of Plant 42 from the basement grows through the duct and hangs down like so many bulbs from the ceiling of the first floor. Many vines come out of those bulbs, and they are the second source for its nutrition. Once sensing movement, Plant 42 shoots its vines around the prey and holds it. Then it starts sucking up blood using the suckers located at the back of its vine. It also has some intelligence. It blocks the door by twining its vines around it, especially when it captures prey or is sleeping. Several staff members have already fallen victims to this. May 21st, 1998. Henry Sart. Anywho, time for the chillest music in all of Resident Evil. We're heading down. Box pushing, yay! Not gonna lie, I'm just vibing with the music. There we go. And we're actually gonna do the chemical to make the V-Jill. I like the berry cutscene and everything, but it takes forever, and I want Jill to be self-sufficient. She's a strong, independent girl boss. Moving like molasses. Cutscene. The old Neptune. That's our control room key. We can get rid of that. And now we get rid of the sharks. Open the adjacent door. Is there anything over here? Nothing special. Arms. I like the sound of that. Key should be right here. Next guardhouse key. And there should be a whole bunch of ammo. I think I got enough shotgun rounds. Memory serves as some... Yeah, here they are. Beretta clips. Although I don't think we're going to use the handgun probably ever again. Maybe on some low-level zombies for fun. I don't know. Alright, this door is where the root is. It looks like a plant root. Well, Jill, that's because it is a plant root. And we will be back here. There's a flippy floppy Neptunes. This is where the tank broke. Well, we have our key. We head up, we get the file on the V-Jolt, and then we go and make the V-Jolt. Got a few things to go throw down. Door. Hang on. Bathroom. Flame rounds! There's not enough of these in the game. Legit came in here for flame rounds. Another desk. Can you unlock this one? You cannot. Here's our V-Jolt. Or a V-Jolt book. V-Jolt report. As I stated in the last report, there are some common features found in the cells of the plant infected by the Tyrant virus. We also have found another interesting fact through some experiments. We found an element that destroys these plant cells rapidly in UMB number 16, one of the series of UMB chemicals that we used for that experiment. We named this UMB number 16 as V-Jolt. In our calculation, it will take less than 5 seconds to destroy Plant 42 if you put V-Jolt directly on the root. You need to mix some of the UMB series chemicals in a specific order to create V-Jolt, but the UMB series chemicals may generate a poisonous gas which is harmful to the human body. Extreme caution should be taken when handling these chemicals. Following are the types of UMB series chemicals and their brief characteristics. UMB number 2, red. UMB number 4, green. UMB number 7, white. UMB number 13, blue, stimulating smell. NP03, purple. Yellow 6, yellow. V-Jolt, UMB number 16, brown. And now a book is missing. Put this on. But instead of going in there and having the boss fight, in which we're going to hit it with a couple of grenade launcher rounds, and then Barry comes in with a flamethrower, we're going to get in here. As soon as I can remember this puzzle. You basically gotta get them all filled in. Wow, I thought that was it for a second. Well, I turned them all off. Got it. Now, I think we have enough space. Okay, we need the empty bottle. We need several empty bottles, actually. And thankfully, somebody was nice enough to write it on the wall for us, what the additive properties are. Something is written on the wall. Water 1, red 2, purple 3, green 4. And then over here, something is written on the wall. 1 plus 2 equals 3. 3 plus 4 equals 7. 2 plus 4 equals 6. 6 plus 7 equals 13. 13 plus 3 equals 6. So we need water and 2. And red is 2. No. It's also numbered 2. Okay, this is it. That's UMB number 2, and now we need Wawa. We mix those two. And that makes MP03. Next, we need 3 plus 4. So we need UMB number 4. We mix 3 and 4 to make 7. Now it's UMB number 7. Next, 2 plus 4 equals 6. So we need both 2 and 4. And we mix 2 and 4. Then we mix 6 and 7. So now we have UMB number 13. 13 plus 3, so we need another red, which is 2, and water to make another 3. Add it on to 13, and we have our V-Jolt. Okay, mix it up. 2 and water. 3 and 13. V-Jolt has been created. Now, before we go downstairs, we're going to return to the save room very briefly. Because we're going to offload some of our stuff. These spare bottles, for instance. And the flame rounds. We don't need those either. At least, not yet. But maybe we'll take them. Yeah, we'll take it. And this will just go. Ah, I suck. We absolutely do not need these. Put them away. All right, we head back down to the root. Let's finish this off. This is the long way around. We could already be done if we wanted to be. But I can't be having Jill get saved by Barry all the time, you know? She is a hero, okay? Alright, you big stupid plant. Now let's head up to the Plant 42 room. If I remember right, you still have to fight it, but that might be a Chris problem. I went the wrong way. I can't remember if that's a Chris problem or not. That, you know, Rebecca does it and drops Chris, and then he has to fight it anyways because, you know, Chris gets the shit into the stick in this game. But it's okay, he grows up to punch boulders. Alright, we're back. Inside. Ow! Nope. So I still have to fight it. If anything, the fight gets harder. Well. Punish me for doing the right thing. Oh, we got our helmet key. Wesker!
Wesker!
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say. Where on earth have you been? You disappeared from the hall all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, but I have my reasons. Perhaps you guys have met them? It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
Is that right? Anyway, It's good to see you're safe.
Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
Yes, you're right.
Now, there are a lot of rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up. I have been looking around for clues.
Okay, I'll go to the other house and see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that? I'm counting on you.
Time to go. Alright. I'm glad I grabbed the GL, but I don't really need it now. Let's reload it. And I think we're gonna revive the Beretta briefly. Shotgun. Mansion key. And our mixed herb. Okay, this will take forever if I just keep doing it like this. I'll organize the inventory more and get items I'm never going to use again out of here later. But for now, we head back to the mansion. Radio.
This is Brad. I know you can't answer me, but somehow, give me a phone.
This is Jill. Brad? It's broken.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. We got the ammo to burn, so I'm just gonna kill them. Do the snakes still come? Yes, they do. Just have enough bullets, you know. I think there was 3, right? There's only 2? Well, okay. Alright. Right back where we started, and we are going to go ahead and end off here. The guardhouse is now in the books. When we return, it's on to Mansion Part 2 and the arrival of the hunters. But until then, I will see you all next time.